basically meaningless. I think this is going to be a training exercise. I think I'll consider like a training exercise XL. I think it's an opportunity, and what I hope is that it's going to be a time for Ronnie to try out some new things, maybe some more aggressive things, to see how they respond on against the continental opponent. I hope that we don't go out there and try and park the bus and treat this as a sort of a must-win game. It doesn't matter. Playing with one striker and sort of like five across the middle and, waiting to play on the counterattack. I don't really think that serves anything. I don't think that serves anybody. I don't think we're going to learn anything from it. Getting a result from that doesn't teach us anything. But I think that, if Ronnie can go out there, be a little bit more aggressive, try out some of this sexiness that he wants to splash all over the place, it'd be educational for everybody. Maybe get some of the kids back in. I think Callum McGregor could probably use some confidence. I wouldn't be surprised to see him start the game. So we'll see. I mean, it's as always, it's going to be entertaining. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to the continued good run that we're having domestically as well. Cup ties as well as the league.
I completely agree.
Fantastic stuff.
I'd like to see Tom Commons get back in the team too. I don't think everything's all rosy right now. I know he's wants a longer contract and everything, but we know the team we have when he's in the team. So I'm a little disappointed to just see him getting a few minutes here and there. I'd like to see him back in the starting 11.
I agree. I mean, he's a very important player, for this team. We've seen that. I mean, player of the year last season, the amount of goals that he scored. I mean, he was absolutely crucial. When we didn't have a clinical striker, he was our clinical striker coming in late from midfield. I just feel, and I fear that the writing's on the wall that he's not going to get the length of contract that he wants, and if he's not willing to capitulate, this may be his last month wearing the hoops. He may be heading south next month, and Celtic can, I suppose, recoup some of the money, that they can bring in from him. We've heard Ronnie Dyla talk about he can't buy anybody until he raises more funds. I'm not going to go off on an anti-Law rant, I promise, but
I still have some classic photos of you and your buddy Pete at the Hyatt.
Yeah. That was a banner day. Really,
that was class.
Yep. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Commons as well as Mulgrew wound up perhaps in Lancashire this time next month.
Yeah, I'm afraid you might be right. I'd be gutted to see Commons leave. I mean, he has become a legend in my eyes in the short time he's been here, and I'd be sad to see him go.
Yeah, no question. But to that end, if indeed he does leave next month, we will have fond memories of his time at Celtic. I mean, it's just chipping in with Champions League goals. I mean, think back to the qualifiers to the Champions League a couple of years ago. Just taking a volley right out of the air, Spartak Moscow. Just too many goals to even highlight. And to that point, I think he will be missed. But on the positive end of that, if we can have Stefan Johansson play in the type of role that he played today, pulling the strings, his distribution was excellent. I think he covered a lot of ground. I mean, he worked so hard. I think that we're going to be in good hands. I don't think that it's going to be the type of situation where we let Hooper go and we didn't have basically any sort of clinical striker to replace him. I think that we do have systems and players that can sort of cover for that role. And I think that the key, the most crucial element in all of this is signing Guidetti. If we can do that, I think that's gonna bring the people back to Celtic Park, to fill the stadium once again, and most importantly to pump the Huns, the zombies, the as John Joe said, the decomposing, pump them. I don't care.
They're decomposing, and hopefully we can bring the coffin out of storage for the weekend.
We can smell them from across the pond.
Actually, I think that's Camden.
You might be right.
Fantastic. Listen, boys, this was excellent. Thank you so much for joining me today. Great chat as always. I'm really looking forward to getting up there next month for the Philadelphia Feile. Give it another punt. And for the people that are listening in, they want to learn more. Where can they find out? All of the events, where to stay, etc. Go ahead. Give us the website.
www.plowboyscsc.com. And Graham, on behalf of all of us here in Philadelphia, congratulations to both you and Elizabeth on the birthday. To see him and first see pictures, but can't wait to see him in the flesh with the hoops.
Thank you so much, pal. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a time when I don't know if you can tell, but not getting much sleep. I didn't get any sleep last night, but that's to be expected. At this point. But we're having so much fun with it, and we're just delighted and just grateful. Very lucky that he's doing well. Everybody's healthy. Elizabeth is doing great. In spite of not sleeping. So if that's the basis of our issues at this point, I consider myself really lucky. But thank you so much, and look forward to showing them off more and more. The world has one more Celtic supporter, and that's always a great thing. So thanks again, and really, like I said, looking forward to seeing you guys next month for the Philadelphia Feile. It's going to be excellent. The Plow and the Stars, second in Chestnut. Old City, Philadelphia, and if you've been there before, you have to go back again. And if you haven't been, like I said, don't deprive yourself. It's going to be massive. I mean, something that we're going to be talking about for years and years and years. Boys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. All right. Seamus, you there? All right, I think we lost them. So we will let them go. I know that there were some connection issues up there, and fortunately we made it through. I mean, except for the one little hiccup, but fantastic to catch up with them. You can hear the atmosphere and the environment there at the Plow behind them. You can hear some of the characters. I mean, John Joe. Anybody that's been to Philadelphia for any of the friendlies or the Feile last year, everybody knows John Joe by one name, and that's John Joe. John Joe's like Sting. He doesn't need a second name. It's all he needs. He's very economical with that. It's wasteful to use two names. He just goes by one, and that's all he needs. Everybody knows him. He'll take good care of you there at the Plow. A better team you couldn't possibly want to meet. And Seamus Cummins as well. Seamus and Tim and Fitzy, put all of them in the same category. Seamus, if you haven't heard him sing, I mean, he sings like a bird. Just a magnificent voice. Magnificent atmosphere that he and the rest of the folks up there set. So looking forward to that, and check him out. Plowboy CSC on Twitter, plowboycsc.com for all of the information. And I hope to see you there. I hope I can buy you a pint if you're listening in, and you get yourself there. There's going to be lots of participation from the CSCs. In the regional geographic area, the boys from New York coming down, possibly Cleveland, DC. So it's going to be excellent, and another opportunity for the Celtic support to be the best advertisement. I like that advertisement, a little advertisement, je ne sais quoi, for so the best marketing piece, the best advertisement for Celtic Football Club. And have an amazing time in the process. So that's my piece. That's all I have to say, and that's all that needs to be said. I'm not going to go off on a Lawler rant like you expect me to, or like you think I will. But I am genuinely starting to warm to Ronnie Dyla, and it's a good feeling. It really is. You're starting to see some of his methods and his thoughts coming through. You're starting to get some buy-in, from the players as well. And it's a joy to watch. I'm sure it's a joy to be part of, for the players, and that's going to further facilitate the buy-in as well. And long may the progress of James Forrest continue, because he's an integral part. Especially like we said, if we lose Chris Commons, he's going to be the one that's going to need to pick up that slack. He needs to stay fit. He needs to stay on form. And so far so good from the wee man. Now if we just get Deddy, to open his body a little bit and square the ball. The wee man's right there. We'll give him a pass. Perfectly good goal chopped off. Give him a pass 1 week anyway. So thanks to Seamus, Tim, Fitzy, and the aforementioned John Joe again for joining me, and on behalf of those good Celtic men. I'm Graham Wilson. And taking us out as always, Shane McGowan and the Pogues. Hail, hail, and keep the faith. We'll talk to you soon.
The island, it is silent now, but the ghosts still haunt the waves. And a torch lights up a famished man who fortune could not save. Did you work upon the railroads? Did you ride the streets of crime? Were your dollars from the White House? Were they from the 5 and dime? Did the old songs start to cheer you? And did they still make you cry? Did you count the months and years? Or did your teardrops quickly dry? I know that was not to be on a coffin ship. I came here and I never even got so far that they could change my name. Thousands are sailing across the western ocean to a land of opportunity that some of them will never see. Fortune prevailing across the western ocean, their bellies full, their spirits free. They'll break the chains of poverty and they'll dance. In Manhattan's desert twilight, in the dead of afternoon, we stepped hand in hand on Broadway, like the first man on the moon. And a blackbird broke the silence as you whistled, it's so sweet. And in Brendan Behan's footsteps, I danced up and down the street. And we said goodnight to Broadway, giving it our best regards. Took our hats to Mr. Cohen, dear old Times Square's favorite bird. Then we raised a glass to JFK and a dozen more besides. When I got back to